Good evening. Please remain standing for the presentation of our flag and the Star-Spangled Banner, played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Grace Fisher, a music performance graduate student.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets with glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. I would like to welcome you all to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. My name is Parviz Ansari. I am the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. I am delighted to celebrate this 2015 Spring Commencement ceremony with you. This evening will confer degrees on candidates from the Graduate School, the School of Business, and the School of Nursing. Before we confer degrees on these candidates, we would like to take a moment of silence to recognize sophomore School of Engineering student Taylor Clark, who tragically passed away earlier this week. I am very pleased to introduce to you some of the members of the Platform Party. These individuals are with us today to extend their congratulations to our graduates. Other members of the Platform Party will be introduced during the ceremony as they come to the podium. Each person will rise as their name is called. Please hold your applause until all are standing. Mr. Mitch Moorcraft, Student Trustee, SIU Board of Trustees. Mr. Ken Nair, Vice Chancellor for Administration. Ms. Rachel Stack, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement. Dr. Regina McBride, Dean of Library and Information Services. Mr. John Coppert, President of the SIUE Staff Senate. Dr. Tom Foster, President of the SIUE Faculty Senate. Mr. Nasser Al-Masri, President of the SIUE Student Government. Please join me now in acknowledging them with your applause. We have another special person to acknowledge and thank, and that is Dr. Norbert Emanuel, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Dr. Emanuel? Nobi is retiring later this year after 20 years of outstanding service to SIUE, and most importantly to our students. This is Nobi's final commencement ceremony, and please join me once again to recognize his hard work at SIUE and the work he's done. Seated in the front rows before me are members of the faculty and staff. It is through their dedicated work of these individuals in designing and executing the curricula of the university that our students have been able to achieve their educational goals, culminating in this graduation ceremony today. Would all faculty and staff in attendance today please stand and be recognized? Thank you, and please be seated. It is now my honor to welcome Southern Illinois University President Dr. Randy J. Dunn. Dr. Dunn is the 8th president of the Southern Illinois University system. Before coming to SIU, Dr. Dunn served as president as Murray State University in Kentucky and Youngstown State University in Ohio, and prior to that was the state superintendent of education, appointed to that role by the Illinois State Board of Education. His career in education includes classroom teaching, serving as principal in 2 school districts, serving as superintendent for 2 Illinois school systems, and holding the rank of professor at 2 universities, including SIU Carbondale. Dr. Dunn has served on a number of committees, councils, and task force, and he contributes to a variety of scholarly publications. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Randy Dunn.
Good evening. Trustees Portwood and Moorcraft, Chancellor First Bovee, Provost Ansari, honorees, members of the Platform Party, friends, guests, and graduates. On behalf of the Southern Illinois University system, I would like to welcome all of you to the SIUE Spring 2015 Commencement. Graduates, thank you for representing yourselves, your families, and your alma mater in such an excellent manner over these past several years. On this day, we applaud all that you have accomplished here at the E, and that accomplishment is indeed life-altering. Your college degree is a key to a wealth of opportunity once you leave here. Use it wisely, to its fullest, and SIU stands ready to assist as you begin the next phase in your lifelong learning. Graduates, congratulations to you. This is your special day. I would like to take this opportunity to extend particular congratulations to SIUE student representative, to the SIU Board of Trustees, one of my bosses, Mitch Moorcraft, who is also graduating this evening. All of us here wish each one of you every success in your future endeavors and look forward to learning of your achievements going forward. You're going to leave here making great careers, make great lives as well. Thank you, and go Cougars. Congratulations, folks.
Thank you, President Don. I'd now like to welcome to the podium Dr. Shirley Portwood, Emeritus Professor of Historical Studies and member of the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees.
Thank you. It is an honor and a pleasure to address you. Another member of the Board of Trustees is present here today, Mitch Moorcraft, your SIUE representative. On behalf of the trustee present, as well as the full board, I'd like to make two major points here. First, one of the things I notice with all the board members is we all love SIU. Second, we are all so proud of our students. At our board meetings, often the favorite parts are those when our students address us. For example, students have told the Board of Trustees about the tremendous successes of the Student Nurse Achievement Program, the debate team, the solar car competition, experiences in various other countries throughout the world, and in many other activities. These reports never fail to elicit smiles, congratulations, and applause from the board, as well as from everyone present in the room. For those of you who have not come before the board, we know that you all have wonderful accomplishments that we don't know about, but we are proud of you as well. To the families, friends, and others who are close to our graduates, I urge you to tell them how proud you are of their successes. And to the graduates, I hope you will thank all of those who have helped you in some way along the way. To the parents, grandparents, spouses, children, and other significant persons in your lives, let them know how much their help has meant. I'll share with you a couple of experiences from my own personal life that illustrates the importance of telling people how much they are loved, admired, and otherwise held in high regard. My own family has often assumed that each of us knows how much we appreciate the others, but we have not always voiced this. The first time I can recall my father telling me how proud he was of me, I was 36 years old and I had just gotten my PhD. He told another family member to have me meet him in the corridor of a building close, and I went to the place he wanted me to meet, and he held his arms open and he gave me a big hug and he said, "I am so proud of you." And I was just overwhelmed. That's all. I'm so proud of you. The other personal experience I would like to share is that I wrote some stories about family history, and I asked my father to read them. He read them, and then later, the next time I saw him, he said to me, "I didn't know I was your hero." And I said, "Oh, Daddy, you're not only my hero, you're the hero of the whole family." He had never known that. I just assumed that he knew that. And that was one of the few times I saw my father look as though he could cry. He was just very overwhelmed that he was my hero and he was the family hero. These kinds of experiences really mean a lot. So again, I hope the students will let their families, friends, and others know you appreciate their support. And to the families, friends, and others, let our students know how proud you are of them. Bestow these priceless gifts upon your graduate, then you can get away with giving them a small, inexpensive physical gift. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Portwood. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Julie First Bowie, SIUE's eighth Chancellor. Dr. First Bowie is in her third year leading SIUE and is recognized nationally and internationally for her expertise in quality higher education, having authored several articles as well as a book on this topic. She has worked tirelessly on behalf of SIUE since she arrived and is committed to guiding the university as we plan for our global future. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Chancellor Julie First Bowie.
Good evening, and welcome to SIUE's Spring 2015 Commencement. I'm very pleased to join with our faculty and staff in officially congratulating our graduates as we celebrate in your honor. You all represent a wide and varied blend of backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives, and together you've made SIUE a stronger institution. There's strength in your diversity, but there's also strength in commonality. And at the end of today's ceremony, you will share alumni status with nearly 100,000 of your fellow Cougars. We're very proud to have such a high-quality group of graduates entering this new phase as SIUE alumni, and I'd like to congratulate each of you on the focus, hard work, and dedication that have brought you to this point. I would also like to extend a heartfelt thanks to the parents, grandparents, spouses, siblings, children, and friends that have supported you for the past many years. I'm sure that today they're the proudest of all. In the words of educator and author Booker T. Washington, few things help an individual more than to place responsibility upon him and to let him know that you trust him. Your support of your graduate has communicated your trust in his or her abilities, and we congratulate you on the important role you've played in that success. And this would be a perfect moment for our graduates to offer a special round of applause in honor of Mother's Day weekend to the mothers and grandmothers in their lives. So graduates, you've done it. You've persevered at times when it felt like maybe you'd never get that degree. Maybe you'd second-guessed yourself about the major you've chosen, but you saw it through, and now you're ready to start on a brand new phase of your lives. As usually the case with these commencement speeches, those of us who remember the days when we sat in your chairs have advice to offer, and you will receive advice from several speakers during tonight's ceremony. I'll begin by sharing about 400 pieces of essential advice. Not really, only 4. First, be patient and be flexible. Don't expect your career trajectory to be a straight line, even if you think you have things plotted out. As you start out, have a plan, but be ready for it to change often. That initial plan is likely to be just a rough outline of what's yet to come. To quote Sheryl Sandberg, author of Lean In, be prepared to move sideways, move down, move on, move off. Build on your skills, not on your resume. Paraphrasing her comments, if you plan too much, you may actually miss your career. Take every opportunity to build on your experiences and improve your personal brand. And bear in mind, this experience may not necessarily come from the job that offers the highest salary. However, being flexible does not extend to your integrity and authenticity. Know what you stand for and make choices in friends, politics, jobs, and life partners based on the true you. Anything else will rob you of precious energy as you constantly try to accommodate and adjust to your environment. Use that energy instead to look for opportunities, take calculated risks, and build your skill set. Yes, you will occasionally make mistakes, but that is an important part of developing your authentic self and finding a path that makes the best use of your abilities and your passion. Mistakes will be fewer and further between if you're operating from that place of authenticity. Third, James Barricker, CEO of Simply Hired, encourages graduates to be the kind of person that everyone wants on their team. These are the people that you want in your corner when the stakes are high. You likely have a group of these trusted to-go people, people to go to when you need support. I know that I do. Be one of those people. These individuals are described as creative, thoughtful, natural leaders and problem solvers who function well within teams. They're also humble and have just enough ego that they can't fail. And finally, be kind and gracious to others. Yes, you've worked hard to earn that degree you're receiving tonight, but you are still among the most fortunate individuals on this planet. Only 32% of Americans hold a four-year college degree, and less than 7% of the global population has the benefit of any education beyond high school. So you have an education and options available to you that the rest of the world doesn't have. Share that good fortune with others. Bring along those who will follow you by staying involved. And please, support SIUE by giving of your time, talent, and other resources. As Cougar alumni, you will have our continuing support. Our Career Development Center, Alumni Association, our graduate and continuing education courses are just a phone call or a click away. Our alumni are important to our legacy, and we're proud to welcome you to this elite group. Our hope is that you'll stay connected to the university and connected to each other, and that you will return to our campus often. So graduates, congratulations on a job well done, and best wishes on your continuing path of learning and opportunity in every direction. Thank you. And now I'd like to present two very special awards. First is our presentation of the Distinguished Service Award. This award annually honors an individual's outstanding service to our community. This year, we are pleased to present the award to Mrs. Kay Warner. Mrs. Warner, will you please join me at the podium? Mrs. Warner is a graduate of our university. She earned a specialist degree from the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior. She also holds degrees from the University of Missouri-Columbia and the University of Missouri-St. Louis. In her career, she has served as a teacher of history and political science and a coordinator of staff development for the Ferguson-Florissant School District, both in St. Louis County. At SIUE, she was the manager of the Faculty Technology Center and the manager of the Information Technology Center at our East St. Louis campus. In her term as SIUE's First Lady, she served on many community boards, including Anderson Hospital, River Bluffs Council of the Girl Scouts, the Edwardsville Children's Museum, and she was a founding member of SIUE's Meridian Society. This is an organization of women focused on community involvement and leadership. Mrs. Warner also served as the chair for the Book in Every Home campaign. This program annually placed books in the homes of more than 4,000 children in Madison and St. Clair counties. And today she continues her service with a number of not-for-profit organizations in our area. As a teacher and community leader for more than 30 years, Mrs. Warner has left an incredible mark on our campus and our community. I am honored to present the 2015 Distinguished Service Award to Kay Warner. It is a special honor to have you as our commencement speaker.
Thank you so much. I'm speaking at all for commencement ceremonies, and so I want to have a little experiment. On the count of three, I'm going to say something, and I want to see how robust this audience is. So 1, 2, 3. Good evening. Okay, you're my baseline, so we'll see what happens. SIU Board of Trustees, President Dunn, Chancellor First Boy, distinguished faculty and staff, students, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. The most meaningful thing to me is to tell you how very honored I am and to simply say thank you so very much. Even though my name appears on this award, I have done nothing alone. Service is a collaborative effort where people share their passions, their faith, their time, their talent, and their treasures on behalf of others. Whether working on behalf of literacy, healthcare, Girl Scouts, and more, I'm so very grateful that I have had these opportunities. Collaboration is powerful. We just saw that, we just heard that with our greeting. I chaired the Book in Every Home campaign from 1997 to 2004, a campaign that began as a modest effort to give books to Head Start children ages 3 to 5 for them to take home as their own book. We served the children in Madison County and St. Clair County because that's where our campuses are located. In addition, SIUE manages the Head Start program in St. Clair County. At the time, the two programs served about 2,500 children. We were joined by faculty, staff, students, community businesses, the National Football League Rams, National Hockey League Blues, came to us and joined our effort. A Girl Scout earned her Gold Award by doing a project with us, something very special to me. And the National Honor Society at Belleville West showed up with a pickup truck full of books, and many more joined in the effort. You see, we all shared the same passion for reading and the knowledge that literacy is essential to learning and a functional democracy. So I thank these participants, many of you are here tonight, for helping us to achieve something that was going to be 17,500 books, but became over 100,000. Books for all ages were donated and are purchased with donated money. This was an SIUE project that served a need in our community. It was a lot of work, very satisfying, and we also had a lot of fun. The SIUE students continue to do incredible things. For example, students and staff are feeding hungry through the Campus Kitchen Project, providing information about pharmaceuticals through an initiative involving our pharmacy students, providing dental care to homeless veterans who do not qualify for VA assistance by our dental students, who themselves have served our nation, and giving hope and direction to parents and children facing stuttering as a social and a personal challenge. I belong to the Meridian Society, a women's philanthropic and leadership organization that distribute funds to the community, connecting this campus to the community. Since we formed in 2003, we have supported over 128 projects and dispersed $230,000. Graduates, you are literally surrounded by well-wishers, family, friends, administrators, faculty, and staff. Your name will appear on your diploma, just like my name appears on this award. As others have said tonight, you did not do this alone. Just like me, I know you are so very grateful to those who got you here, your parents and family, who are your first teachers, followed by teachers from preschool through graduate school, mentors, coaches, dance teachers, scout leaders, music teachers, those who fund your scholarships, and yes, even the lending agencies who were willing to back you. In the end, none of these entities get a bonus check. You are the bonus. And the bonus, as the bonus, you are very full of potential in both your career and in your service to your fellow man. In the next few weeks, you will be acknowledging gifts that Dr. Portman said may be those small gifts that have been given to you are awards that have been granted to you. I ask you to take time, reflect, and think of those significant people who gave you their passion for learning, their faith in you, their time, their talent, and yes, their treasure. Let them know how much you appreciate their support and confidence in you. Write, visit, or call them to let them know how much they have helped in this great collaborative effort called your education. You did not do this alone, but you worked hard and you made the most of your academic opportunities. I congratulate you, wish you all the best, and good evening.
Thank you, Mrs. Warner, for your remarks, and thank you for your continued service to our university and to our community. And now for the conferral of the honorary degree. SIUE annually awards an honorary degree to an individual who has made significant contributions to cultural, educational, scientific, economic, social, or other worthy fields of endeavor. Tonight, the university confers a Doctor of Humane Letters upon Dr. David Warner. David Warner, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Warner has been a significant contributor to the growth of SIUE. He was first hired in 1968 as an assistant professor in the School of Business. He quickly progressed to associate professor, associate dean, and then to dean of the School of Business. As dean, Dr. Warner saw the accounting program obtain its first accreditation, becoming the only accredited accounting program in the St. Louis area. He was responsible for a number of advances in the School of Business, including achieving master's level accreditation, developing a new faculty evaluation system, and initiating a curriculum review process which significantly reformed the school's undergraduate program. Dr. Warner was appointed interim chancellor of SIUE in 1997 and chancellor in 1999. As the sixth chancellor, he notably shifted the perception of SIUE from a commuter college to a residential one. In the fall of 2008, the residential population outnumbered the commuters for the first time in university history. To accommodate this growth, 2 residence halls, Prairie and Bluff Halls, were constructed. Additional milestones achieved under his leadership include the construction of our School of Pharmacy and the ACT scores of incoming freshmen rising above the national average. Dr. Warner, in public recognition of merit and distinction, and after considerable consideration by our faculty, our president, and our Board of Trustees, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by our Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the Honorary Doctorate of Humane Letters degree. Chancellor Warner, it is now a special honor to have you serve as our commencement speaker.
Thank you for that kind applause, and thank you, President Dunn, Chancellor Firstbow, and the SIU Board of Trustees for this honorary degree. I know that exams are over, but I want to start with a short quiz. I'm going to tell you some names, and I want you to yell or scream or applaud something if you recognize these names. Let's start with Steve Jobs. Who knows who Steve Jobs is? Okay. How about Mark Zuckerberg? Bill Gates? Chad Hurley? Larry Page, Jack Dorsey. Oh, well, it's pretty good. I expected actually better than that, but some passing grades there. For those who don't know, they are the founders, respectively, of Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, YouTube, Google, and Twitter. Those companies, in many ways, have changed our lives, yours and mine, using things like this iPhone, which you probably have one or something like it, and I hope it's silenced. But as much as those individuals and their companies have changed how we work and play, they have fundamentally changed the lives of many by providing high-quality jobs. Today, Apple employs 98,000 people, Facebook 9,100, Microsoft 128,000, YouTube 1,500, Google 5,400, and Twitter 3,700. Most of those jobs didn't exist when you were born. Many didn't exist when you entered SIUE. Kay just told you about the importance of service, which I enthusiastically endorse and urge you to do as well. But I want to leave you with the message that you can also serve others through your work. Creating jobs is the key to invigorating the American economy, strengthening the middle class, and reducing income inequality. Do you think you can't do what Jobs, Gates, Zuckerberg, Hurley, Page, and Dorsey did? Do you think they're better than you, more capable than you, smarter than you? Do you think that maybe you majored in the wrong field to do that? I doubt it. Chad Hurley majored in art at IUP, where I served as interim president, the university much like SIUE. And we don't need to look nationally for examples of people who have built companies, created jobs, and enriched the lives of others. Jack Dempsey of Twitter is a native of St. Louis. SIUE grads who sat in the very seats you're sitting in now have created jobs. Gail Linenger, a 1968 business grad, co-founded Remax International, which has thousands of employees. Timothy Keehan, a 1985 MBA alum, created 4 companies, most recently High Performance Technologies, a very large government contractor. Ralph Cordy, a business alum after whom the SIUE Stadium is named, founded Cordy Construction while still an SIUE student, a company that has employed thousands of people over the years. Allison Wolves, a 1993 and 1995 graduate, created Goya Health, a psychiatric mental health clinic serving Southern Illinois. Allison is here today, this time to receive her doctorate in nursing practice. Allison, would you please stand and be recognized? Do you think you had to have graduated last century to be on this list? No. Even Spiegel was only 23 when he started Snapchat in 2012. And right here at SIUE, Jefferson Harrison, a 2012 business grad, created Rovertown before he was 25. Maybe you have Jeffrey's app on your smartphone. If you don't, you might want to try it and get discounts at local stores. Jobs don't necessarily need to be created in the private sector, and you don't need to be able-bodied to make it happen. Richard Goodwin, a paraplegic who advocated for the rights of students with disabilities while at SIUE, graduated in sociology and went on to found the not-for-profit Impact Incorporated in Alton, a self-help agency that employs the disabled and improves the lives of many others. What all these individuals share in common, the ones on the national stage as well as the SIUE grads, is a passion for what they do. They had a vision and they went for it. They knew what they wanted to do and they did it. They used their strengths to enrich their own lives, and in doing that, they enriched the lives of many others. You can do the same. And while I focused on examples of creating jobs by creating a company, you can do much the same working in an existing organization. Do what you do well. Create a new product or a service, and you'll create new jobs. Do what James Cato, a 1978 nursing alum, did when he expanded the nursing component of Christus Health System in Texas. In closing, I leave you with these words of Robert Frost from his poem, Two Tramps in Mud Time. But yield who will to their separation. My object in living is to unite my avocation and my vocation, as my two eyes make one in sight. Only where love and need are one, and the work is play for mortal stakes, is the deed ever really done for heaven and the future's sakes. I ask that you do that. Don't yield to the temptation to take a job you really don't enjoy. Do unite your avocation and your vocation. Do what you love and love what you do. Make your joy your work, and your work your joy. If you succeed in doing that, your work will, as Robert Frost said, be play for mortal stakes. You will lead a happy life, and equally importantly, you will enrich the lives of those around you. Congratulations and the best wishes, and thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Dr. Warner, for your remarks, and thank you for your continuing service to the university and our community. For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is chosen to speak on behalf of the graduating class. To be selected for this honor, students must not only demonstrate academic success, but they must also exemplify the values of our institution. The graduate chosen for this ceremony is Eric Robert, who is receiving his Master of Business Administration from the Graduate School. Having previously completed his undergraduate studies in the SIUE School of Business, Eric has been truly dedicated to his studies and profession during his time at SIUE. While completing the MBA program, Eric worked as a platform development manager at Stifel Financial in St. Louis, where he's responsible for leading a team of business analysts, directing strategic planning, and managing resources to ensure projects are successful for Stifel and their stakeholders. Eric has achieved numerous accomplishments throughout his young career, including serving as director and co-founder of the Pitch program, a soccer-based youth outreach program in Haiti. He represented SIUE as a member of our 4-person team, taking first place and beating out teams from Washington University, SLU, and numerous other schools in the Association for Corporate Growth's annual Managers and Acquisitions competition. Eric has received 3 Stifel Blue Chip Awards for exceptional service for clients and advisors. Eric's professors have noted that he has the ability to draw on his experiences as a leader, which gives him excellent credibility. He is an exceptional speaker, but more importantly, he has a wealth and experience to draw upon. He is articulate, professional, highly motivated, serious, supportive of his fellow students, and dedicated to lifelong education and learning. Mr. Robert, it is my pleasure to welcome you as the student speaker representing your graduating class.
Good evening. I'm very honored to speak to you tonight on behalf of the class of 2015. We're here today because many of you have sacrificed tremendously, so each graduate has the opportunity to walk across this stage. To all the parents and grandparents, family and friends, and especially SIUE's staff and faculty, thank you for making this possible. Without your hard work and lifelong commitment, we wouldn't be here. Now, in case you haven't seen your program, we have a lot of names to read, so I'll be brief. I'll hit on 3 points: a problem, a promise, and a plan. First, the problem. There's one thing nearly everyone agrees on today. It's that our best days are behind us. Jobs being displaced by technology and globalization aren't being replaced by equivalent jobs with good pay and decent benefits. Safety net programs like Social Security and Medicare, they're going broke. Our healthcare system's a mess, sorry, School of Nursing. And that's really a problem because 50 years from now, we're all going to need medical care for the sunburns we have from global warming. We're told today's graduates must simply get used to the fact that life may not be as full and prosperous for us as it was for our parents. And there's some truth to the assessment. We have huge problems, politically, economically, and culturally, which, left unaddressed, do pose a significant risk that life will not be as full and prosperous for us as it was for previous generations. But should we be resigned to pessimism? I don't think so. The answer to our problems lies in a promise. You see, we're not the first generation to face seemingly insurmountable obstacles to the pursuit of happiness. No, many of our grandparents and great-grandparents were part of a special group of people in our country's history, the greatest generation. We may have our problems today, but being born into the Great Depression, entering adulthood, fighting in Germany, Japan, and Korea, then going on to send your kids to Vietnam, it wasn't exactly a picnic. Oh, don't forget about the constant threat of mutually assured nuclear destruction. It wasn't a walk in the park. So how did the greatest generation overcome these obstacles? Through an unwavering commitment that life could be better for their children and grandchildren. Some call it the American dream. That life should be better and fuller and more prosperous for each succeeding generation. And to be clear, this isn't a dream about money and stuff. No, we'd be very wise to avoid that trap. This is a dream that everyone, from the first generation immigrant to the fifth generation union laborer, should only be limited by his or her willingness to pursue opportunity, never by where they grew up or some government bureaucrat or policy. Over the next 25 years, we'll face many challenges. And if history's any guide, the most pressing issues of our time have yet to fully materialize. But we have an obligation to embrace the unprecedented opportunity that's been given to us and improve upon that opportunity for future generations. So let's make a promise. Let's make a promise today to the class of 2040. A promise to embrace economic growth for everyone, from the single mom to the CEO, and not get caught up in the false choices of envy and class warfare. A promise to make the hard decisions that are required to save our safety net and our healthcare system for our children, and not believe the false promises or empty promises of politicians who tell us to just let someone else pay the bill. A promise to embrace opportunity for everyone and to encourage success, not demonize it. Now, all of this sounds nice in theory, but how can we actually keep this promise? You know, each of us will keep our promise by working hard, by taking care of our families, by serving in our communities. And all of us will take a different path in life. But there's one particular example here tonight that I think is very special. In 1983, a member of that greatest generation, a 51-year-old grandmother and kindergarten teacher, received her master's in education from SIUE. After years of hard work and sacrifice, she worked full-time and raised her family. Her name was Beulah. Using the knowledge she gained here, Beulah taught over 1,000 students in her hometown of Red Bud, Illinois. She taught each of her students that the best skill in life is a love for learning. And more importantly, she taught all of those kids that it doesn't matter where you came from, but it matters tremendously where you intend to go. Over 2 generations of children passed through Beulah's classroom, and each of them went on to start life in a better position than their parents. Most of them went on to do the same for their kids. Among the nearly 100,000 SIUE graduates, Beulah's story is not that unique. But it is very important to me because Beulah Roberts, my grandmother, and it's her birthday today. She's 83. Happy birthday, Grandma. Thanks.
1
Grandma, because of you, I'm able to receive a degree from this very same institution. Thank you. Over the next 25 years, each of us will have the opportunity to make life better for the class of 2040. We'll do it by taking care of our families, by mentoring friends and coworkers, by serving in churches and charities, and by using the knowledge and skills that we've gained here to serve in our communities. So, fellow graduates, as we walk across this stage, let's do so with a purpose. That 25 years from now, life for our children will be better and fuller and more prosperous, with opportunity for each according to his or her ability or achievement. Let's fulfill our promise to the class of 2040. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts, for your message and for your contributions to the university. Next, the candidates for graduation will be presented by their deans to Chancellor First Bowie for conferral to their degrees. That's right. In your program, you will see that recipients of baccalaureate degrees who are graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude are noted by 1, 2, and 3 asterisks respectively. They're also wearing cords on their academic regalia indicating their honors. In addition, candidates who are honors scholars are indicated in the program with a capital H. Graduates who will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the U.S. Army and U.S. Air Force are listed in your programs as well. During this portion of the ceremony, I ask that the audience please remain seated and hold your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. Thank you. Dr. Jerry Weinberg, Associate Provost for Research and Dean of Graduate School, will begin by presenting candidates for the conferral of doctoral and graduate degrees.
Will the candidates receiving doctoral degrees please rise? Chancellor First Bovee, these candidates, subject on the completion of all requirements established by the university and graduate school, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the Graduate School, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the doctoral degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
This is usually where I say, graduates, please be seated, but they're already up here, so. I guess remain up here. Well, I ask the graduates, the candidates receiving graduate degrees, please rise. Chancellor First Bovee, these candidates, subject to the completion of all requirements established by the university and the graduate school, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the Graduate School, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the graduate degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Would all the graduates receiving doctoral and graduate degrees in the graduate school please now come forward?
Graduate School, School of Nursing, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Dr. Felicia Rochelle Gallagher. Jaslyn Gomez Lolang. Dr. Allison Gay Wolf. School of Business, Masters of Business Administration, Christopher Patrick Arnold. Jessica Suzanne Arview. Brianna Blanton. Haley Jean Brown. Sui Chen. Mark A. Doris. Matthew R. Drawl. Lindsay K. Helm. Alex Joseph Holschulte. Amy Jo Kelly. Matthew Allen Kupfer. Todd A. Martin. Tracy Lee Mills. Guillaume Montaneau. Eric Joseph Robert. Anne Catherine Scornia. Danielle Nicole Unziker. Walter Charles Vance. Chelsea R. Wade. Masters of Marketing Research, Matthew Adam Cable. Sarah Scully Milner. Caitlin Nicole Walker. MD Tariq Nuez. Masters of Science, Jessica Cooper. Somia Ponakala. Aaron Sean Terry. Clark D. Johnson. Kermit George Martignoni. Cesar Alejandro Perez Martinez. Master of Science in Accountancy, Amanda Nicole Berhager. Christopher Stephen Brunig. Joseph Mark Clark. Lucas David Gansner. Timothy L. Hall. Brittany Nicole Jamie. Danny Jamie McDaniel. Jordan David Sahuri. Ryan Christopher Tite. Stephen Daniel Wilkerson. Christopher M. Wilhite. Masters of Science, Andrea Lynn I. Rema Alicia Howell. Diana Marquez Yoko. Kay Nisanso.
Interim Dean Laura Bernay will now present candidates for conferral of baccalaureate degrees from the School of Nursing.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the School of Nursing please rise? Chancellor First Bovee, these candidates, subject to the completion of all requirements established by the university and the School of Nursing, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the School of Nursing, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving degrees in the School of Nursing please come forward?
Bachelor of Science, School of Nursing, Cody M. Albaugh. Taylor Irene Alexander. Brianna Shantice Allen. Sophia Del Carmen Andrada. Victoria Apia. Emily Ray Ashby. Jasmine Paris Ostel. John C. Bach. Abby Jo Bateman. Tara Ashley Battaglia. Alyssa Marie Bales. Amara Michelle Beck. Shelby Ann Becker. Jill Lynn Beckman. Alyssa Ray Bierup. Stephanie A. Beam. Lisa Renee Behrens. Brittany Irene Bertoni. Cynthia L. Bogacki. Amanda Jo Boyer. Abigail Kirsty Brohammer. Brianna Rochelle Brooks. Amber Nicole Brown. Jasmine Helena Cree Brown. Melanie Elise Cassiopa. Rebecca Lynn Kane. James Michael Clancy. Cody Randall Clark. Corinne Lene Cleveland. Emily Ann Leahy Conlin. Alyssa Ann Cox. Jennifer Lynn Kroll. Christina Marie DeWolf. Amanda Faye Dodd. Abby Renee Dooley. Uyemi George Akaunim. Kelsey Maria S. Laura M. Essenmacher. Rachel Diane Fox. Amanda Nicole Gaspardo. Lindsay Beth Gauze. Tyler Joe Gilliland. Monique Martha Glenn. Holly Lee Goldsmith. Cole Elliott Greenwood. Taylor Muller Grunenfelder. Hannah Elizabeth Demore Gruder. Jose A. Guerrero. Danielle D. Hargett. Itzia Elene Harris. Melissa Paige Harris. Morgan Elizabeth Harrison. Erica Michelle Hartnagel. Corey Rose Hazler. Chelsea Dell Hendershot. Catherine Rose Hereford. Chelsea Lynn Herbstreet. Jessica Carol Hickman. Katie Lynn Higgins. Jessica Nicole Habing. Christine Nicole Holliday. Allie Marie Howell. Kayla Elizabeth Howell. Carly Andrea Humphreys. Kayla Morgan Kennedy. Brett Allen Kinder. Christopher Edward Carani Riedel. Samantha Paige Cordy. Andrew Edward Kreutzer. Jessica M. Lewis Walton. Megan Kamiko Loback. Lauren L. Long. Tara Lynette Long. Samantha Brooke Lynch cum laude. Harini Madadesha Warren. Kelsey Nicole Massa magna cum laude. Stephanie Marie McColpin. Taylor Claire McDermott. Jennifer Lee McGill. Bria Ann McKenzie, magna cum laude. Jennifer Marie Mellenthin. Kendra Noel Minnick, cum laude. Caitlin Amanda Mitchell. Monica R. Mitrovsky. Cynthia Sarday Nicole Moore. Olivia Lynn Morris, cum laude. Shannon Bobby Morris. Kimberly Marie Morris Carpenter. Jordan Deanne Mudd. Carly Lynn Mudge. Dakota Jade Myers. Catherine R. Naylor. Mackenzie Nicole Norris. Tracy Osempakma Wankan Omorogeva. Catrice Marie Park Stacy. Brooke Lyons Peterson. Christy R. Peeney, summa cum laude. Courtney Christine Price. Maggie Elizabeth Price. Sarah Elizabeth Ramel, summa cum laude. Rachel Ann Reed. Heather Elizabeth Rhodes. Darielle Shanice Riley. Noelle Dawn Ricks. Amy Marie Robinson. Colette Gail Ross, cum laude. Chelsea Morgan Smith, magna cum laude. Josette Elena Smith. Miranda Ariana Smith. Megan Christine Stafford. Nicole Elizabeth Stegman, cum laude. Shelby Catherine Stucker, summa cum laude. Jordan Noel Stump. Miranda Michelle Tabb, summa cum laude. Ashley N. Taylor. Carly Marie Thomas. Taylor Gabrielle Tiller. Shane Andrew Tunnies. Chloe Jeanette Trewartha, magna cum laude. Keely Noel Vasatka. Nicholas J. Vasquez. Kristen Lauren Vincent, cum laude. Ashley Ann Warren. Karen Colleen Warren. Kelsey Elizabeth Waugh. Abigail R. Woolley.
Interim Dean John Navin will now present candidates for conferral of baccalaureate degrees from the School of Business.
Will candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the School of Business please rise? Chancellor First Bovee, these candidates, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the School of Business, are recommended to you for formal conferring of their degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the School of Business, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving degrees in the School of Business please come forward?
Just wait here for a second. You ready? School of Business, Bachelor of Science, Colin Brock Akers. Amanda Rose Almore. Carletta Shante Anderson. Zachary Tyler Angus. Karina Arcos. Amanda Christine Arns. Kevin M. Bandy. Connor John Barr. Sean Andrew Bauman, cum laude. Lindsay Michelle Baumhart. Caitlin Mackenzie Beasley. Christopher M. Bell. Malik Jerome Bennett. Alessandro Bergomi. Kimberly Ellen Burkhead. Bridget Jaron Blout. Tana M. Boaz cum laude. Jacob J. Bowl. Quinn Burkett. Matthew Alexander Burns. Zachary James Bunyan. Adrian Louise Bush. Hannah Elizabeth Buzicruz. Brittany Ann Call. Logan Thomas Cameron. Eric Zach Carver. Rhea Lynette Cloniger. Jenna Lee Collins. Ryan T. Court. Brad Dale Davenport, magna cum laude. Michael William DeMoss. Brett A. DeKnapp. Brittany Nicole Detmer. Giovanna Dominique Dickerson. Alexandra Dovgin. Alan Eastman. Jared M. Ebel. Joseph Michael Eck. Sarah Nicole Eman. Jared Jeffrey Erickson. Douglas Jonathan Fanuff. Christian Elizabeth Fons, cum laude. Michael George Fay. Shannon Nicole Fleming. Alex J. Foyle. Ryan Andrew Fries. Amanda J. Feeney. Christopher L. Fullwood Davis. Jessica Ladina Glaspie. Jessica Nicole Glockner. Shalise Kiera Golden. Eric Gonzalez. Richard Dewey Gordon II. Zachary Nicholas Grod. Daniel Carl Gravitt. Jolene Anise Green. Nicole Alexandria Gutzmiller. Robert J. Gwynn, magna cum laude. James Robert Vizdinskis. Michael Richard Hefferkamp. Megan Michelle Hanley. Michael Ryan Hanna, cum laude. Allie Nicole Harper. Anthony James Harding. Jessica Rachel Hartman. Chad M. Hayden. Danielle Nicole Heidi. Brittany Margaret Hoff. Douglas Paul Hollenkamp. Mitchell Allen Home. Nathan Gregory Howe. Joshua Adam House, magna cum laude. Abby N. Hoofendick. Jasmine H. Hudson. Sam M. Jabaji. Matthew Isaiah Jackson. Marvin Jess Mesa Javier. Oshamiko Rihanna Jones. Brandon M. Katka. Dane Christian Kemp. Melissa K. Killian. Mackenzie Lee Knepper. Taylor Scott Knight. Jenna Marie Colson. Evan Thomas Kolosaiki, cum laude. Rachel Nicole Kuhn. Matthew Miller Kunkel II. Allie M. Lockenburgess. Martin J. Lamar. Travis Richard Lansau. Paige Jordan Lemon. Jacob Logan Leonard. Lucas Michael Leonard. Kyle Brian Leakdy. Michael John Lidke. Riley Evan Liberta. Kaylee Amber Marks. Haley Glenn McCauley, cum laude. Brett McKinney. Smeet Parrish Merchant. Caitlin Kraus Miller. Brian Nicholas Mogul. Michael Joseph Monahan. Nicholas Arthur Montgomery. Ryan Michael Murray. Taylor Starr Nathaniel. Dylan Ryan Neal. Min Wook Win. Michael John Nolan. Kristen Marie Norvell. Jason Michael Oliver. Christopher S. Parks. Olivia L. Phipps, magna cum laude. Dana Lee Polchowski Jr., magna cum laude. Benjamin James Posmanek, cum laude. Emily Ann Reed. Christopher James Rhodes, cum laude. James Aaron Reithart, magna cum laude. Shayna Ray Rittenhouse. Shakea Ross. Caitlin Brooke Salzman, summa cum laude. Joel Miles Santelli. Ryan Alexander Saunders. Suzanne Rafet Seifeldine. AJ Scare. Kendall Lee Smith. Tara Marie Smith. Tori Arose Smith. Delbert Lee Sneed III. Megan Page Splitztaser. Tyler Ryan Stanlick. Kelly Elizabeth Stevens. Jenna Lynn Stevenson. Donovan Eugene Stewart. Elizabeth Marie Stewart. Rebecca Ann Stock. Charlene Cantrell Stovall. Neil Patrick Sevchek. Rachel Rita Tate. Kendall James Taylor. Brian Martise Temple. Isaiah James Thomas. Mark Lee Thomas. Catherine L. Thornton. Courtney Ann Turner, cum laude. Carrie Lynn Sophia Vaughn. Nathan Michael Vogt. Victoria Page Waite. Michael John Walker. Jacob Andrew Wallace. Daniel K. Weiler. Zachary Daniel Wiesner. Dennis Waries Jr. Jonathan David White. Taylor Robert White. Grant Andrew Whittington. Sean Frederick Wiegand. Cameron Miles Wiggs, cum laude. Christopher W. Wilkerson. Colton James Willett. Haley Elise Williams. Priscilla Marie Wilson. Trent Austin Winland. Nicole Page Yoder. Logan Mitchell Moorcraft, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Ross Mitchell Arno, magna cum laude. Stephanie Nicole Bollinger. Elizabeth Christine Costello, magna cum laude. Stephen Daniel Crouch, summa cum laude. Brett A. Daniels. Daniel Lee Day. Blake Stephen Durham, cum laude. Brian James Ernst. Rebecca Jo Iyer, summa cum laude. Caitlin Marie Feldman, cum laude. Erica Ann Foster. Nicholas K. Francis, cum laude. Chad Stephen Frericks. Elizabeth Mary Fuller, cum laude. Caitlin Lane George. Amy Elizabeth Guyton. J. Tyler Haber. Caitlin Hermling. Kristen Ann Hilmis, magna cum laude. Peggy Denise Keene, magna cum laude. Tuan Duc Lee. Mary Elizabeth Lott, magna cum laude. Edward Herman Mailer III. Brett D. Miller. Jessica Christine Neely. Drew Alexander Nickel, cum laude. Dane Tyler Parsons. Spencer Charles Price. Alicia Christine Salter. Michael George Sibbing. Christian Alexander Slifer, cum laude. Marciana A.M. Smith. Mary J. Stover. Patrick Michael Stowe, magna cum laude. Lasacia Deanna Taylor. Dylan Garrett Treese. Kevin A. Wade, summa cum laude. Megan Alyssa Watt, magna cum laude. Daniel Michael Wright.
Is it you?
Moving at the
I'm sorry.
tassels.
Of course.
Okay. Would all of the 2015 spring graduates please rise? In recognition of the degree bestowed upon you, you may now move the tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Congratulations, graduates. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Mr. Kevin Nesselhoff, class of 2008 and 2013, and President of the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors.
As the provost said, my name is Kevin Esseloff, and I am a 2008 graduate in construction management and 2013 graduate with a master's degree in business administration. I also serve currently as the president of the SIUE Alumni Association. It is my pleasure to be the first to congratulate you on a job well done and welcome you to our organization. At this time, I would ask that anyone in attendance who has previously graduated from SIUE, please stand and be recognized. Welcome home. Graduates, today you are joining an organization made up of 100,000 other individuals who have completed the same journey that you are finishing today. They have done amazing things with the education that they received from SIUE and have paved the way for your future successes. The degree that you have earned is made more valuable by the accomplishments of your fellow alumni, and it is up to each and every one of us to continue the progress of our fellow alums. The Alumni Association is an open membership organization. All SIUE graduates are automatically members of the association for life. Currently, our mission is to focus on university advocacy, scholarship fundraising for current and future students, alumni engagement in the form of networking and social events, and lastly, and my favorite, alumni mentorship. The SIUE Alumni Association serves as your conduit back to your university. We aim to keep you informed and engaged in the university community long after your graduation. You will receive our annual publication, the E-Connection, and if we have your current email address, we will send you monthly electronic newsletters. In a few short weeks, you will receive your association membership card, and that's your key to unlock the benefits that you have as an association member, as well as the communication channel to the association. Finally, and most importantly, I am here to let you know that you will always be welcome at SIUE. You are now part of the history of this amazing university, and I hope that this place always feels like home to you. Please do not hesitate to reach out to the Alumni Association with any questions or concerns that you might have. Congratulations on your graduation, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
Thank you, Mr. Nesselhoff. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's give our graduates one final round of applause. On behalf of the university, I wish to thank Grace Fisher and the Meridian Brass Quintet for their fine musical presentations today. Thank you to Dr. Ann Powell for reading the graduates' names. Thank you to the Army ROTC for the presentation of colors, for making the commencement program available to those who are deaf or hearing impaired. Thank you to our interpreters, Kelly Oldfield and Laura Forbes. We will conclude commencement by singing both verses of the SIUE alma mater, Hail SIUE, played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Grace Fisher. The lyrics are printed on the back cover of your program. Following the alma mater, please be seated until the platform party, faculty, staff, and graduates have left the seating area. Now, please rise for the alma mater and best wishes to each of you. We hope you will return to visit us often.
Above the Mississippi plain, your splendor meets the sky. You give to all a chance to gain. You raise our spirits high. Hail, hail, SIUE, our gratitude we owe, our fount of opportunity, where in life we go. To college life we bid adieu, and wend our separate ways. Yet college friends and mentors too are with us all our days. Hail, hail, SIUE, our alma mater true. Let's fill our glasses joyfully and raise a toast to you.